Hey guys, it's Haps, and in today's video, we're jumping right back into Grounded SAP'S weekly pack, where we show off the power of the Macaque. Not only do we get one level 3 Macaque, but we get 2 level 3 Macaques. And as awesome as that sounds, I completely forgot to record the whole run. Thankfully, we're able to watch it back on replay, record it post-event, and add in some post-commentary. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, maybe like and subscribe. But with all of that said, let's jump in. Okay, so we haven't really missed much through that intro. The first couple of rounds are pretty much played the same every game. In this run, I picked up 3 mosquito, I've got 2 ducks, and I've got a duck on the bench. I'm looking for triples. I mean, the mosquitoes were a nice pickup. Did you just see how good those snipes were? They actually got us the win. But on turn 3 here, we level the duck and we level into puppy. And I tend to level duck first because if you find a strong tier 3, then you can sell the duck, add extra stats to that tier 3, bring it in a little stronger. But we found puppy. I mean, puppy's pretty expendable. The only reason I'm bringing it in is for the mittens. So I didn't really feel it was worthy to sell the duck. So I kept the duck around, kept the puppy around just to fill out the squad, bring in a dromedary, and we actually lose this one by 1 HP. But we bring in a dromedary because it is good scaling. And we find an African penguin, also good scaling. Stats distributed perfectly, mind. Bring it in again. Again, we managed to avoid that mosquito 2-2. I don't actually like that play. Like, I think African penguin is good, but when I have 2 pets that are the same and I'm looking to combine them, I don't actually like taking that risk that often, but turns out it worked out quite nicely this time around. Saying that, we still take a loss. That's 2 losses in a row. Okay, so we've got dromedary here. I think we bring that in. We do. We find a lynx. I mean, insta-freeze on that lynx. I know this isn't real time, but insta-freeze on the second lynx. And then we pick up another puppy. Now, we actually found quite a few puppies here. We could have probably gone for the level 2 puppy. But, you know, when you're playing this, you don't really know how it's going to play out. So we freeze those lynx. We leave them in the shop because we want a bit of that dromedary scaling. And I don't think we win this one. I think we potentially draw this one. Dirty Rat comes over. Doesn't really make a difference. And yeah, we do. Okay, so we draw this one. We keep our 3 hearts intact. And we add a little to the lynx. And you know what? I sell the duck because lynx is worthy. The lynx is worthy. We bring in both. We add the lasagna to the front lynx. And we bring in another giraffe. And you'll probably notice that I've got dromedary, African penguin, and giraffe. And I've also got a mitten as well. These are probably 4 of arguably the best forms of scaling that this pack has in the early stages. And I was basically just trying to bulk out these lynx because we found the 2, I was thinking maybe another 5 lynx is on the cards. I had actually not long just got the 5 lynx run that I uploaded just the other day. So I had that in the back of my mind. Maybe we've got another lynx run on our hands here. However, I also thought maybe we should mix things up. So I didn't want to fully commit, but I kept finding lynx. And we level up the giraffe there. And you'll notice just before we came onto this fight that I actually froze the macaque. And obviously that's key because you'd have seen the thumbnail and the intro. But that is when we find our first macaque. But I remembered to move the giraffe, gave the scaling to the lynx because we're not going to get rid of lynx that easily. It's too good to get rid of, especially this one at the front, which is 13, 15. But we're rolling through, and you'll notice we haven't actually brought the macaque in straight away. For a start, you need a 4 squad because it needs a space to bring in the orangutan. But secondly, we actually have now 2 dromedary, 1 level 2, 1 level 1. So the stats we're getting off of those is pretty nice for the macaque. It's decent scaling. If we were to have brought it in, maybe we would have got a 1-1 off of the giraffe, but it's not much scaling. But we go into this fight, and unfortunately, this seal with the garlic is just too good for us. And completely takes us down. So we're down to 2 hearts. And this is where I was thinking, okay, 2 hearts, it's a little risky. I'm probably best bringing this macaque in. So we bring the macaque in, we add the chocolate to the macaque. And I'm messing around with the order because I just don't know how I want to play this. Like, do I want to use the giraffe behind macaque and lynx and then maybe have the crane behind the macaque? In the end, I decide to play giraffe behind macaque and crane and just forgo any further scaling on the lynx because I want the lynx to get the melon here. Which is kind of key. The lynx is our strongest pet. I mean, I guess the strongest pet is the orangutan, but the lynx is our strongest pet that we can actually apply the melon to. So we put that behind there and we just forgo any further scaling on this lynx. And we're basically now just looking to plow as much experience into this macaque as possible. And you can see here, turn 10, we've almost got a level 3 macaque already. And we have an alpaca and a macaque waiting for us. So we go into this fight. Again, we've got the lynx, does a bit of damage. The orangutan, just the size of these orangutan is kind of crazy. Like, Look at this. We're able to just finish this team off with the orangutan, leaving us with 2 pets at the back. And we go into what is now turn 11. We bring in the alpaca, and this is where we just completely forgo any further scaling. It is all about trying to get these macaques out there, because if you can level up the macaque, then you're just going to get scaling on the orangutans. So that is sort of like what I had in mind. We bring in the gharial because I want to get some melon, because if you add melon to a macaque and then it spawns the orangutan takes whatever perk the macaque has. So I want to give this melon to any one of these macaques, probably the strongest one, the 14-14. Because then I know that the orangutan, the 36-36 orangutan will have it. But just look how much of a beast these orangutan are. Like, absolutely stomped that team there. We've got one more turn for the melon to pop, so I bring the macaque to the front, and I'm rolling through, and we find the level 2, and then we find another one we roll, and then we send it like this. And I'm keeping the links around just because it's strong, right? There's nothing really that I can replace it with right now that makes sense. So we spawn the 36 orangutan, and it pretty much just wipes this team. Now this is where the melon pops, goes onto the macaque, which is nice. We bring in the gharial again, and we then start working another melon. Same idea. We want to bring that melon onto the macaque at the back. We roll, we find another chocolate, which we now know is going to take that final macaque to a level 3. So we're going to get 2 level 3 macaques, which is kind of nuts. Like, it is a tier 5 pet. And I was noticing here that I'm pretty glad that we've got melon, because we come up against a scorpion. Now, scorpions are a bit of a banana skin in any weekly. But we managed to avoid it because we managed to get the melon just the previous round. We level the macaque and we level it into a gorilla. And honestly, the only reason I'm bringing in the gorilla here is purely because now it is an all-monkey squad. The lynx is better, and it hurt me to sell the lynx. And honestly, we found so many lynx during this run that we probably could have had another squad of lynx. But I bring in the gorilla purely for the aesthetics of having a full monkey squad. And there it is. It gets mixed up in this round, but it brings the strongest orangutan to the front. Well, I say the strongest. We've actually got 2 the same now. But we take this team down, and actually it's the gorilla that finishes it off. And there it is. The 2 level 3 macaque and the gorilla just for fun. I mean, macaque is pretty strong, right? If you can bring it in and level it up, it's a nice way to take this weekly down. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I realize the format of this was a little bit different and it was a replay, but I completely forgot to press record for this one, and I didn't want it to be wasted. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, maybe like and subscribe. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.